Good morning, class. Oh, old habits die hard. Hi, I'm Dana from Hitchin Up and Moving On. We're in my kitchen today because I'm going to share my recipe for my most famous spicy crackers. I taught for 33 years in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades, and as a reward system, my students could buy these crackers served in my famous crystal bowls. My dad would buy a stack of 500 coffee filters at the beginning of the school year for my class. So that's what I served as my crystal bowls. The ingredients for making these crackers are so simple. I have 2 bags of oyster crackers, which I just put into a zipper bag and set aside. And then it used to be that the bags of crackers were larger, and so 2 bags of crackers would totally fill one of these gallon-sized bags. But they are much smaller now. So instead of a cup of oil, I use 2/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, 1 package of ranch dressing mix, and throughout the years I've used generic, I've used Hidden Valley. It really doesn't make any difference. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And here's why many of my students cannot recreate these crackers the way they got them in class. The recipe calls for lemon pepper. Well, I use Goya adobo lemon pepper, so it has some additional seasoning. And I've had students through the years that would say, my mom's don't turn out anything like yours. Well, that's probably why. So then I just use a little whisk and make my flavored oil to pour over the top. Set that aside and then zip it up and give it a few shakes. Now, when I first started making these, I would get baking sheets and line them with newspapers and paper towels and lay these out and cover them with paper towel to let the oil absorb. And I got tired of doing that, so I did it the easy way. So now when I make them, I leave them in the bag for a while and let some of the oil absorb, and then I just transfer them to another gallon-sized bag, and the oil absorbs some more. It may be a little wasteful, but it saves on all those paper towels because I really don't use any. So after they sit for a while, the oil gets absorbed, and you can put them in any kind of an airtight container. You can leave them in the zipper bag. You can put them in a plastic container that that you can lock so that it is airtight. However, through the years I found that these don't hang around long enough to get too stale. A lot of weeks at school I would have to make at least 2 gallon-sized bags for all the kids that wanted to buy them for 5 tokens from Miss Keel or Mrs. Montez or Mrs. Schmid, because I've made these crackers under all 3 of those names. If you're a former student of mine, I sure would like it if you would leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. I know a lot of you already have. I have so many fond memories of my kids, and you know you are my kids. So this is Miss Keel, Mrs. Montez, Mrs. Schmid signing off, And remember, the best is yet to see. Now, although I don't pour them out on a baking sheet anymore, I'll show you what they look like if you do that. Also, there are some recipes that call for them to be baked. As a busy teacher, mom, and wife, I did not ever take the time to put these in the oven. But I think all they do, it makes them crisper.
I'm gonna come over and try one, honey.
Okay, come on in. One of Linus's favorites.
Yes, it is. Hey, I'm Linus. Hitching up and moving on to. I'm this lady's husband. And they're wonderful. They look like
Here's another big secret. I don't really like them. I would put some in soup.
You know what? I'll be eating on the rest of the week. I'll be eating on these for the rest of the week. You know, I'm not supposed to.
All right. So this is Miss Keel, Mrs. Montez, Mrs. Schmid from Hitchin' Up and Moving On. Remember, the best is yet to see.
Donna!
I answered to that too.
You're gonna love them.